Are we starting again?
I have started again. We're back.
Now
So we did the 100 series. Now we're on to something totally different.
Now
like,
we're on to something totally different.
And this is something I like personally. Aesthetically, I love this now. This one.
This is the Goldbelly 35.
Okay.
And better known as the FE35 Goldbelly. There's several names on them. Now, Michael, before we start this Goldbelly, this FE35, these were renowned for hard starters.
Okay.
Now I'm going to prove to you today.
You're putting yourself to the test now.
That I'm going to be able to start this no matter how long it's left. As sweet and fast as a 135 or a 35. 3-cylinder.
Okay.
Now, Michael, first thing I want you to do, put your camera on the starter. There's no fast starter, there's no nothing in this. This is the original starter. Original starter. Number 2, Michael, put your hand on the pipe and you can't be burned. And you know this tractor was
cold.
It's as cold as you could get.
It is, yeah.
Well now, Michael, I'm just going up on it now. And I'm going to turn on, as I always said, I have the dead man on the whole thing on the wall. Now watch. Here she is.
That started straight away, no troubles at all.
No, Michael, that's all it ever does, just to couple it off with it. No heater system and everything is working, but never needed.
Okay, and how old is this now?
This tractor is 1957.
Wow.
And it's a deluxe Goldbelly 35, FE35.
See the name,
Yeah.
Ferguson. So what was this got for originally, like?
This was bought, originally, Michael, I had 3 of these and 3 grey Ferguson. The TVO and 2 these, I had 6 grey Ferguson tractors, including this. Back in 16. And in 17, as I said, look, I have enough of them, and I was winding down to just bring a few to suit myself as I was getting older, and I was going to go to better rounds with whatever I had, doing them up, tidying them up better. And as a result, when I brought the others to auction and sold them, there was nothing wrong with them, but they just were not as sweet a machine as this.
Yeah.
Because it's rarely to get a copper belly 35 that you wouldn't have to give a touch to heat to start, winter or summer. This is just out of the question. Nothing was interfered with time and around, and it's just done the same story, built by Donlands Fair below in Lanesborough. The whole lot, that's the very same story. That engine is completely done in-house. No such thing as done at home in the shed, no, in-house. Radiator, brand was put into a brand new, the whole lot. Dual clutch, LUK dual clutch, because it's a deluxe. Hydraulics and everything is done on this tractor. Same stories we always go for, Bakelite wheel, and all goes with it. What really, it took part on a percentage of the road run from Dublin to Mayo a couple of times, done a little bit of it. Now, not going to say I done much of it, but joined in with them to bring them through Longford and on a bit further.
Very good.
Now, the first thing I'm going to say to you about the Goldbelly 35, a lot of people mustn't realise they were only built from 56, basically into September, October 56, till November 57.
Very short.
And a very short spell. And if you want, a lot of people years ago, to make them worth more money, years ago, were painted grey and red when the red 4-cylinder come out, red 4-cylinder 35 come out. And people discovered after, when they went back in, that the gold was under them. Now, the engine in the Goldbelly 35 is identical to the engine in the red 4-cylinder. They're the same engine. They're a 23C. That's what they are. They're a standard 23C. And you have your gates and all on the Goldbelly down here. You see, that's where you are. And you go by the gates up and down there. There's another one back there, and then there's one in behind the starter there as well. And that's where the gates is up there on it. Now, when you the difference then, the next thing I'm going to show you with the Goldbelly 35 before we do another bit of talk about it. The Goldbelly 35 has the very same 6 studs in the back axle as your grey Ferguson 20 that come out in 1946 to 56. These replaced them in 56 on. And I'm going to show you the 6 studs. There's your 6 studs. They're there. There's 3 there and 3 there is 6. Whereas if you with a red 4-cylinder, you have 12 studs.
Okay.
In the back axle. And that's why a lot of people is only learning, but they're learning now. You go and you see, and you have to go by dates, and that's the main trick of them. There was a nice few of them built, but they were only built for that window.
Very good.
But, the reason why, you might have said to me, why did you keep a Goldbelly over a Ferguson 20? Well, we were more interested in having the Goldbelly because back for years I was in the shop with my own wife in the jeweller business.
That's right.
And it was lovely to have a Goldbelly 35 when they come out for. I have a Goldbelly since June 5. That was the first one. And this one come to me in April late. This one is this is the last one I bought. And the other 2 that I had, nothing wrong with them, but just weren't the same as that. So off I go and sold all them, but I made sure going to auction that, as you see in the other ones, any tractor that I wasn't going to sell wasn't going to auction. So that was picking down, and including this Goldbelly, people inquired about it, but no.
It's a keeper like the rest of them.
It's unique as well. You'll always, it's like the racehorse. One can be just a little bit better than the other, you know.
Yeah.
It depends on, someone claims it depends on what day of the week they were built.
Really?
So that's another thing that was said about them. I don't know. But
you got a good year, a good week.
A good week, or it could be the end of the week, or the start of the week. Might be as good as the end of the week.
Probably not a Monday, so.
Not a Monday, but that one is not a Monday.
No.
But now, another thing I'm going to say to you, people would probably have saw that tractor before on the Grey Run.
Yeah, I see you have a jacket there, and you have a hat.
Yes, and the Grey Run is run by Harry McKenna and his sister Patricia.
Oh, no, Harry, good man.
And they're known all over the whole globe now with the Grey Run, which I'm part of the Grey Run myself, but I take a back seat in it. But I'm coming back with them in next year, promoting it for 26.
2026.
Now you might ask me, why am I for 26? In 16 we had all the tractors out running for the anniversary. Now the Ferguson 20, the first 20 in Camoe Banner Lane, Coventry in 46, and it was built till 56. And these take over in 56. These took over in 56, and they were built in for this short window. So as a result, this tractor next year it just won't be, because it's not 56, but it's 70 years since it's 80 years, we'll say first, since the little grey Ferguson come out, and it's going to be 70 in 26. 70 and 26.
Wow.
So we're getting ready for 26 again, and anyone that knows, that wants to get involved again through the Grey Run, can come back into it again. Now, people are looking at the Grey Run and they say, where was all the other tractors? I sold off my fleet of them because I wanted to change back, and I sold 5 Greys and I'm keeping this. Now, people will see me driving it, but at that time, which I'm going to show you now, when I sold the others, I got back into this and gave it a bit of a facelift. That's not painted now, in 16 years. Well, that's not painted. Now,
it's brand new.
Yes, we put the drawbar on the front of it, professionally done, the bonnet hill tilt and all perfect. That wasn't on it. Them brackets weren't on it with them older type set lamps. It was done, we had it a bit cheaper done at the time. Now, I got into it then, and I made sure all the kit was on it, the whole way, plough lamp, side lamps, everything. So anything that I need on it is there.
Yeah. So how will people get involved with this Grey Run if they wanted it? Is there any
Well,
way?
if you wanted to get involved with the Grey Run, you have to go into the Grey Run page.
Which is one on Facebook, is
Yes,
it?
it's on Facebook.
So just...
And Harry McKenna and his sister Patricia were the main instigators of the Grey Run.
Yeah.
And actually, people that say no, they're definitely. If you wanted to do any business with the Grey Run, it's through Harry and Patricia, which I'm very grateful. And only for Harry McKenna, along with his father, they were the first to put an FE35 back on the go years ago, before anyone started it.
Well.
And Harry was always interested in the FE35, and he said to me there a few days ago, he said, now we'll try and get moving again for 26. So now it's going to be a quick blip back in and bring it on again. But Michael, we're going to get him rolling next year to have it ready for 26. But the only difference with me this time, I'll only be concentrating on my own
on the one, yeah.
Because I'm gone past other. It was lovely having the others and enjoyed them.
Yeah.
But one was enough, and I wanted to get the best of the best.
Yeah.
Now, you see, it took 3 Goldbelly 35s in the run to leave me with this one. The other 2 were grand, nothing wrong with them, but they just were not...
Same as this,
They were more finicky than this one.
Yeah.
And when anyone that ever seen this one, and they say to me, you're cotton. Even in a show I'd started like that, and they'd say, we won't do it in the morning. Dearest answer for it now, it's do it any time.
Yeah, I've seen that. That was proof, yeah. That was very cold and it started straight away, very smooth.
And as I emphasised to you about keeping the original starter, because if you put on the new type starter, the fast starter, in the long run, they'll tell you what it does. It does in the ring gear.
Yeah, it's probably too fast.
Yes, and you see, but if that's the original starter, I wouldn't put anything that wasn't original on them.
Yeah.
Onto them. There's no point. If you can't, you had to do that. You were better with its own starter and a touch of heat to start.
Yeah.
Than put on these other yokes, because they're going to take all the cogs off the ring gear.
Yeah.
But another thing that I done with that as well, which was mighty, I put in a brand new LUK clutch into it as well, with the engine all done out of Luke Riley's and ROR. Now LUK, top of the range, because this is the dual clutch.
Okay.
This tractor has live hydraulics, the whole lot. You see, there was a standard one of them, and there's a deluxe, and this is a deluxe.
Okay.
And another way that you know a standard, the standard has no clock for a start in here. It has only a dummy, and it has a basic seat like what was on a Ferguson 20, only they had fold back. And when they come out first after a few days, there was a lot of standard. What they done with them before to use them up, they put on the little small narrow wheel that was on the 20, and the low back and the little 10/28s on the back on the early one. And you see, but this one here is a deluxe. So that's and of course the whole hydraulic system is completely rebuilt in this as well. Whole hydraulic system is completely done. It's every bit of it's done, complete. We've done everything in that's done as well.
And was that done in the same place?
Yes, that was done. Actually, I'm going to just go a little bit further to tell you more about this Goldbelly. This Goldbelly was, when I saw it being done, the man that done it, he was reluctant to sell it. But I never stopped till I got it. When I seen it, I got it. I just had to get it. And touch wood that I did. Today I wouldn't.
You wouldn't get rid of it?
No, I wouldn't be able to get it. Because a few people was asking me so many times, and I know, well, today I wouldn't get buying it.
But you're not going to let go.
But I am not going to let go at any cost. Now, another thing I'm going to say to you, Michael, before we finish up. Everyone is going to ask the cost about one of these. Well, the way it is, if you were scared of doing one of these, you better not start it.
Yeah.
Because it'll go into big money. I know my answer to you straight is, there's nothing to spend 10,000 on one of these and own it. Now there's some of them done up and they might be painted at the last and they wouldn't be. But I go to make sure what's in house there. As I said before in another video, we cut no corners. And
you go into great detail now. You do a lot of research.
All research that you could have to be 100% or I wouldn't be happy. We even went to great rounds. You see where we have the cut-out switch that you just put in your hand. It's not in everyone's way. It's in there.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
And everything that should be on a Goldbelly 35 is on it. There's nothing omitted of it. But it was I was just very lucky to get it.
Very good. And just before we finish, we might get you to do that challenge, that test again now we're out. Like, get you to run her down the field a bit.
Well, there's going to be no problem with it now. You see what it does.
With it, yeah.
And I'll give it another drive for you as well. Michael, we have it 16 years since we bought it. Last year.
Wow.
It's registered, it's taxed, insured and everything. And I'm going to just give you the reading of the clock now. With the new clock CM went into it with the whole engine built and all, it had to be done. And it's 379 hours is on it. And most of that is all done through the grey run and vintage. We drove these tractors from Donegal town to Ferguson Raton.
Wow.
And we drove from Westport, from Newport, the whole way back to Ferguson Raton. And we drove over Donegal. And the best run of the whole lot we started. The first run with Harry was involved in it. He looked after himself and Patricia out of the Curragh of Kildare. And I was only after getting this tractor for that run. And its maiden voyage started on the Curragh of Kildare with Harry McKenna and his sister Patricia.
You put it to test, so you did.
I did, and I took it nice and cushy. Now another thing I'm going to say to you, regardless of how much I do, every so often dial is changed in that. And I'm using top grade oil, and there's no such thing as putting it in middle of the road. It has to be top.
Yeah.
Yes. The best I can use in at the moment is 1540, but I do change it at very early intervals. And it's all come from ROR, Luke Riley and ROR and Granite as well.
Okay.
Now,
start her up.
So that's the rundown of the Goldbelly.
Very good.
As I said, it won't start till the oil pressure comes in. Now,
100%.
Just
go down the field a bit. Okay.
And drove it on. The full power is in that with no modifications. There's no modifications and it pulled the house down. It's full bed. There's no ifs and buts. There was any modifications done to leave it easy start. No way. The only thing that I always heard to make sure to leave them easy start is have all the timing right on the front and make sure the chain is really good and timing spot on or you're in trouble then. But seemingly I never had to go through with this because it's just naturally easy.
You keep her well, so you do.
Now that's it. And
that's it.
So anyone that's interested in the grades and going the grey run and or through yourself.
All right, no worries. Thanks, Andy, again.
Thanks very much again.
No worries, not a bother.
Thank you. I just forgot one thing. I want to show your viewers the hydraulics work. They're really fast. Look.
They are that.
All newly done. They're done as well. That's why I just wanted to let people see how fast the hydraulics will work.
Fantastic.
Just as we were saying, Michael, doing up one of these is definitely not for the faint-hearted.
Okay.
If you want, to do a one right, you nearly have to own it, and it take at the very minimum 10 grand to leave it like that, and own it as well.
Wow. So it's for a serious collector now.
Yes,
It's not. This is not.
Yeah, to do them right and have them running like that, that's the way it is. Now you could do another job on them if you want them, but no, this is back to the 74th day.
Fantastic.
No,
That's
thanks
it.
very much.
Not a bother. Take care, Andy.
Yes.